Caesars Palace, Las Vegas, the home of champions. It's the National Heads Up Poker Championship presented by Outback Steakhouse. Before we rejoin the Heads Up action, let's join our Catherine Tappan, who's standing by with the man they call Kid Poker.
Daniel, no player is more excited or more animated to be in this tournament. Why are you so excited?
Well, just the way that the last match finished with Raymer. I got over the bittersweet victory with Evelyn, won the Raymer match, and now, next up is TJ Cloutier. And I'm just excited to still be here, after last year's second round loss.
And we heard that you ran a contest for filling out the brackets in this tournament. Who did you pick to be the winner?
Well, I went out on a limb and said that, I'd be the winner, but that's not my main focus, of course. My main focus is TJ, and this is actually the fourth time we've played Heads Up. Over the years, TJ's known me since I was a young, up-and-coming, superstar in the poker scene, and I beat him in a tournament early. I've actually won all three matches, so that gives me, little extra boost of confidence, maybe a little psychological edge over TJ. He might feel like, this kid just got me all figured out. Darn it.
What in particular can we look for in this match?
Well, if he's not listening, I'll tell you. With TJ, after the flop, my plan is to take some pots that he just doesn't want. My plan is to win the war in the trenches. A lot of the small pots, I'm going to do a lot more jabbing. But then when he comes with his big, he's got this big power move, I'll just get out of the way. So it's kind of like, picture this, just little jabs, and then yuck, and then boom. Uppercut right to the gut. How do you like that?
All right. I like that. Best of luck with that, Daniel.
Thanks.
Expect fireworks aplenty as the second half of the round of 16 in the National Heads Up Poker Championship begins now.
Talking about. Well done. Congratulations.
Let's take a look at the round of 16 matches in the Hearts and Diamonds bracket. TJ Cloutier versus Daniel Negreanu. David Gray takes on Sean Shiki Shakan. And in the Diamonds bracket, Ted Forrest faces Caesars qualifier Ernie Durak, and Sammy Farha goes against the grinder Michael Mizrachi. And welcome back inside. Matt Vasgersian alongside Gabe Kaplan. 4 tables in play simultaneously here in the round of 16. And at our featured table, veteran TJ Cloutier taking on Card Player Magazine's 2004 Player of the Year, Daniel Negreanu.
And true to his word about winning this match with small jabs in the trenches, he raises to 4,000 with a 10 queen of clubs, and TJ calls him with a 7-5 of diamonds.
Flop brings 7 ace 4, a couple of clubs.
And TJ has a pair of 7s. Daniel has flopped the flush draw, and he chooses to check.
The turn's a 9 of hearts.
TJ still in the lead with a pair of 7s.
TJ bets 7,000.
And now Daniel has got that queen high flush draw. Let's see what he does in these trenches right here.
He calls the 7,000.
Not much trench work there.
River brings a 9 of clubs and a flush for Daniel Negreanu.
And TJ doesn't like that 9.
So TJ checked on it.
Especially doesn't like the fact that it's a club.
And now Daniel bets out 12,000.
That's the worst card in the world for this hand.
TJ folds.
I already had 2 pair.
You had 7-4?
Diamonds.
Wow.
TJ's claiming he flopped 2 pair. I think he's got to get the prescription on his glasses checked.
At our featured table, TJ Cloutier and Daniel Negreanu. A real great generational matchup in this one, Gabe.
Absolutely. Daniel Negreanu is kid poker, and TJ isn't. We're all lucky TJ left the Alamo 2 days before Santa Ana invaded, and he's been with us all these years. TJ is considered number 2 for the title Grand Old Man of Poker, behind, of course, Doyle Brunson. But I don't think TJ's age or legendary stature is going to slow down the relentless attack of kid poker Daniel Negreanu.
Well, Daniel seems to be back in the zone. However, the venerable TJ Cloutier stands in his way.
And it looks like there's going to be a lot of gamesmanship in this match between TJ Cloutier and kid poker Daniel Negreanu.
Well, you can tell by the way Daniel plays with such flair and enthusiasm. He loves playing in this type of setting, and even when he's not competing at Heads Up, he's always working on keeping his skills sharp.
I actually had an open challenge to anybody in the world. I mean, that includes Doyle Brunson, Phil Ivey, and the rest of them, that I'd play anybody in the world for up to $500,000. They get to pick the game. But it basically, what it does is it prepares me for heads-up poker. I'm used to the swings and the emotional drama that is created from playing in a heads-up game where you're going up and down. And I love playing heads-up poker because it's all about just getting into one person's head. And if you can think like they think, it doesn't even matter what cards are dealt.
Well, Daniel said he'll play anybody, any game for $500,000. We just got a call from Kobe Bryant, who's accepted. He will play Daniel one-on-one basketball and spot Daniel 1 point in a 10-point game.
I'll take a piece of that. Daniel on ace-7 offsuit calls, and Cloutier with king-5 off. He raises to 4,000.
Well, Daniel's been talking about speeding, and here we see who's speeding. It's TJ Cloutier. He's showing some guts here. He raises with a king-5, and Daniel just calls with an ace-7.
Flop is Trey-10 Trey, couple of hearts.
And TJ continues his speed. He bets with nothing. Daniel's got ace-high.
Daniel calls. It's TJ Cloutier playing like the young hotshot
here.
Yeah.
It's like TJ gave that interview.
Turns a 7 of spades.
And now Daniel's made a pair of 7s. And TJ bets again. 19,000. Now Daniel called with ace high before, and now he's made a pair of 7s. And he's thinking about it. I really have to admire how TJ's playing. Everybody thinks TJ's conservative, an old pro, waits for the cards. Look at that. He's making Daniel throw his hand away. Great play by TJ.
Ah, I hit a 7.
I knew you hit something. I knew you were flushing, and I said he's got it.
No, I wasn't flushing.
No?
If I was flushing, I was coming.
There are a couple of tricks left up the old veteran sleeve still.
And one of the tricks is to bluff early in the match, fire 2 bullets at it, show the bluff to your opponent, and then probably not bluff for the rest of the match.
Coming up, another clash in the round of 16. Sammy Farha, the runner-up at the 03 World Series of Poker's main event, takes on a streaking young star, the grinder Michael Mizrachi. Welcome back to Caesars Palace in the National Heads Up Poker Championship. Round of 16 action continues, and a great matchup with steady veteran Sam Farha taking on red-hot Michael Mizrachi, who may just be 25 years old, but with his stellar play of late, Mizrachi's making a big name for himself in the world of poker.
The grinder, Michael Mizrachi.
Michael Mizrachi is the hottest. Grinder is running very hot at poker right now.
I gave myself the nickname about 8-9 years ago. I needed an online screen name, and I thought the grinder suits me well. And my slogan's I'm a machine. And the grinder's more for cash games, and the machine's probably more for tournaments.
My nickname for online is the Nebish, and for tournaments, it's El Nebash. Michael better play like a machine in this match and not like a grinder, because a grinder won't work against a player like Sammy. Sammy moves the chips really good.
He bets 7,000 here on his Queen-9 offsuit.
No sitting back with these two guys.
Mizrachi on King-10.
You gonna bluff me this one?
I bluffed you so far 6 times.
Which one?
And he will call.
Have you seen him winning a big one? You won every big one.
I won all the big ones.
Sammy just told Michael that he's bluffed him 6 times already.